Give it a second. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's the Medical Paco. I'm posted up in the cut, in the cut like a bandage. Oh yes. What's up, everybody? It's the Medical Paco, posted up in the cut like a bandage. You know what's up?
Yeah, this is Gene Von Banyard, aka Mr. Popcorn, here at Paco's Power Hour, ready to get it popping.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? Hold on one second. I think we got someone that we can add to the line. You know?
Oh, take it away.
All right. Let's hear what happens.
Live from Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, who's this? I got this number off next to a urinal. So I decided to call it.
This is Superfish.
Oh, Superfish.
Superfish.
You know,
heard about this dirty bastard.
I'm a very big hip-hop fan.
Oh, you like music?
Yes.
Music or hip-hop?
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Oh, yeah. I love that song. You know, it reminds me of my favorite film, High School High. John Lovitz.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't that have Coolio in it?
Did it?
I don't know.
I'm not a movie guy. I don't watch movies, so. Yeah, I think that is the one that got Coolio on the soundtrack.
Oh yes, he's saying, "I'll meet you at the crossroads," didn't he?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah, he's saying it with the Mobb Deep.
Right? Yeah. All right, so basically we got Ronny on the phone.
Yes, good morning.
Yes.
Sorry,
yes.
I'm doing my medical duties today from work.
Wow.
So I'm taking my break as soon as my shift starts.
Oh, that's great.
Just for you guys.
Ah. Well, you know what, Ronny? That's all the time we have for you. So, just
good morning, Gene, or good afternoon, or evening, or whatever it is for you over
there. Evening, Ronny. Evening, and good morning to you.
It's the witching hour.
Yeah.
Close. It's like 11 o'clock, 11 p.m.
Oh.
Queensland, Brisbane, Australia.
I'm on a 70-hour work week this week, so sorry to all the 1,100 listeners that we have.
11,000, but whatever.
Yeah, 11,000. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Anyways, we're gonna get right into our first segment, and you know that is the weather report. What's it like where you at? Go ahead, Gene. Kick off the weather report.
Absolutely, reporting down here, down under from Queensland, Brisbane, Australia. And yeah, it's actually cold. It's finally cold there, Paco, Ronny. I've got the heater on at the moment, getting cooler nights. We've had rain. We had a big-ass thunderstorm last night. Yeah, we'll do a little contrast and comparison. Like here in Queensland and Brisbane, you get big-ass thunderstorms, like house-rattling thunder last night, a little bit of a hailstorm. Sometimes they can be fatal. People can die on them from time to time. Like in Arizona/Texas, do you guys get many thunderstorms?
You know, Ronny, I'm gonna let you take this one.
Yeah, here it's overcast. 63 degrees right now. I think our high is going to be like 82. If I put that into degrees Celsius, give me a moment.
All good. I will do the same here, actually. What was it today? Looking at the Googs.
Looking at the Googs?
Googs. Let's not get cancelled.
about 17 degrees over here today, this morning, Gene.
17. Okay, well, it's it was about 23 centigrade. And it is 14 degrees centigrade at the moment. And for you Yanks, that is 57.2 Fahrenheit.
52 degrees.
57.
Yeah, about 63 this morning.
Wow. You know what? It's my turn. Hold on. I was not prepared for this. Hold on 1 second. Let me look at my cellular device. Yeah, let me see. Hold on. I gotta refresh it. Basically, out here in Arizona, it's nothing but hot. It was like 100. It was like 100 degrees yesterday. Oh yeah, shout out to Visionary. He said, "What's up?" I'm
What
surprised
Visionary?
he's awake at this hour. He's usually sleeping up until like 1 o'clock in the morning. No, so it makes sense. Yeah, no, it makes sense. He's up. Makes sense. You know. Oh, anyways, right now it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 12 degrees Celsius.
What is throwing numbers?
I feel I just when it comes to Celsius, I just kind of ballpark it.
It's 26 degrees Celsius.
Ah, yeah, I was close, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's partly clouds, and I think yesterday I felt just a little bit of sprinkle from one of the clouds.
Are you sure that was a sprinkle and not like bird pits or something?
No, it was not. I don't know. You're right, dude. I gotta look into this. And correction on my part, he's not up at 1. Visionary's up at 3:30 a.m.
So
There's
was I this morning.
wow. I was awake at that hour too, but I was working.
I was watching horror movies.
Ooh, at 3:30 in the morning, huh? That's the best time, right?
Oh yeah.
There's your 33 in code for the show.
I woke up at 3:30 because I had a rumble in my gut, and
Too much Taco Bell, Ronnie. We warned you about that.
I've been doing this intermittent fasting thing, and it's definitely made me very regular. Very regular.
Ooh,
Oh, that's good.
okay.
That means you eat less. Like, okay, so on a regular day, how much do you consume?
1,960 calories. I start eating at noon, and I stop eating at 8 p.m.
Yeah. Start at noon. You start eating at noon and don't stop until 8.
I eat nonstop, 1,900 calories a meal.
900 calories.
Almost 2,000 a meal.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. No,
Okay.
about 2,000 calories a day. Sorry, that loud noise is my cleaning back. She's dropping stuff in the office, so I had to move to the park.
You have to hit her, dude. Just kidding. Anyways, what's 1,900 calories in Celsius?
I don't think it works like that.
Yeah. Well, we don't have any.
A long time on the toilet.
Yeah. I don't know how many calories I consume a day, but it's probably a lot. I'm a husky guy. I'm not very slim.
I'm husky too, but I'm not as husky anymore. So I went down from a 2X shirt to a 1X shirt in the last 6 weeks. So.
Oh, congratulations! I'm still sporting a 2X shirt.
That's
but
cool, man. That's cool.
You know what?
Good shirt.
You know what? Hold on 1 second here. Which one? Congratulations to Ronnie. He's made it. He's made it down in shirt size. We're just getting this information in. We're going to keep you updated as it goes.
Thank you, Mr. Sizzlack.
Sizzlack?
Yeah, that's Mo's last name if you're a real Simpsons fan.
No, how dare you question my Simpsons knowledge? But yeah, that is true. I didn't sound like Mo, did I? I don't think I did. Who cares, man? We're going to criteria 2 and we're going to get into the beats. Gene?
Sorry, I was just watching the live stream on my phone. It was very meta.
He was acting like Ronnie was last episode, where he just kept bringing up the live stream.
Yeah.
So what did you say? What did you ask me?
Beats, give us your thoughts, 1 through 5.
Oh, we're doing that, are we?
Yeah.
I give the Beats a 10 out of 5.
Okay. So Beats 1 to 5. What, of all time or what?
No, never mind. You know what? I clicked on it wrong.
Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. Yeah. I thought we were going to do the East Coast, West Coast hip hop thing you were doing there for a second, but you're doing the normal criteria for reviewing an album.
Yeah. You know what? Why don't we get into that?
Yeah,
What's
sure. I can do that.
Good segue.
yeah, good segue. Good segue, Gene.
Okay,
Ronnie,
so
yeah, go
Ronnie
ahead.
go Ronnie
Yeah,
go first. I'm going to bring up the criteria list.
right.
All right.
Ronnie, basically explain what we're doing because I have no idea.
This morning, Paco's more of a West Coast hip hop fan. Obviously, he likes both.
West
Like,
Coast and Dirty South a
yes,
lot.
he's a big fan of that. Gene's more of an East Coast hip hop fan, and I'm kind of in the middle. So today we're going to discuss our thoughts and you know ideas on East versus West. Obviously nowadays, like with all this mumble rap and everything else, that's kind of gone away. But like in the late '90s, early mid 2000s, this was a big thing. So we're going to go ahead and discuss East versus West Coast today.
Cool.
Wonderful. What are your thoughts on Midwest? You know, like what's that guy, Tech Nine and stuff?
I mean, it's good. Like I'm a big. I like Tech Nine. I'm a big Scarface fan. I like Twista. You know that Chicago scene's pretty good over there. You got not a big Nelly fan from St. Louis. Obviously, like in the early 2000s, they were what was hot and everything else, but it wasn't like the biggest Nelly fan of the St. Lunatics. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Right.
question for you. A question for the Americans. Is Detroit Midwest?
No, that's considered more Eastern.
Yeah, we'll give it East.
I would say more
Yeah.
East.
Yeah.
But it's definitely got a whole style that's unique to itself.
Yeah, you got Philadelphia and Detroit. They got their own little scene over there. They're so close to each other. And you got New York.
I would say New York's more. Philly is more East Coast sounding.
Yeah. I just brought up on Google Midwest hip hop artists, and it came up with Eminem, Royce da 5'9".
Oh, then it probably is. Yeah, I'm probably wrong.
So it's Michigan. Yeah, Michigan, Detroit.
Yeah, I have no.
I don't think they consider themselves Midwest, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I couldn't point to it on a map, so there's that input from.
Sorry, Ronnie. Continue.
Yeah, so we're gonna go over like our favorite albums, East and West, artists, groups, and tracks.
Right.
So, take it away, Paco.
Selena Martinez says Detroit is Midwest. So.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, Selena.
Tucson is more Eastern than anything.
Tell her to be quiet and just take EG's back.
Right, take EG's back. We don't want it. Give us Lucky Wishbone or Brush Fire, or something that's good. You know, maybe even Minerito or El Güero. No, we got El Güero Canelo, and it didn't do good over here. So you can take that back.
Selena says, "Shut up, Paco."
Ah, yes, I do see that. You know, I got haters everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Little Mexico. Oh, yeah, I love Little Mexico, too. That's a good restaurant. On the phone with Ronnie, folks. We have Ronnie on the phone. So, yeah, Gene, why don't we start off with East Coast albums? Give us one, just an example of one of your favorites. It doesn't have to be your absolute favorite. Okay. Oh, did you have criteria also, you said?
Ronnie or me?
Gene, I thought you said you were pulling up the criteria. Anyways.
I couldn't find it.
Let's just discuss your favorite one of your favorites. It doesn't have to be your absolute favorite. We'll start off with East Coast, and since Gene is the East Coast mark, we're gonna go ahead and let him start it.
Okay, sure. Okay, yep. I have spoken about it before, but I will bring it up again. No, screw it. I will actually do Cannibal Ox Cold Vein. Under Def Jux Records, produced by LP with Vast Air and Vaudel Mega. They're the two MCs, LP on production. I'm just going to bring up the year. Now, this album, I think, is definitely one of the best alternative hip-hop albums of all time. You're looking at the year of 2001. It's definitely the best produced Def Jux album. My favorite is that actually wasn't. It was Raucous Records technically, so forget that one. Cold Vein, definitely the best produced Def Jux record. LP, was his record label back then. Yes, it is alternative hip hop, but it's still heavy. It's still hard. It's very abstract. A lot of people liken it if Blade Runner was put to an album, the movie Blade Runner, set in New York in the late 90s, early 2000s. This is what this album is. They're both very abstract with their lyrics. Vaste is very much like a preacher, the way he raps, you know what I mean? He basically could read off a cereal box and it would still get people's arms waving, whilst Vordo Mega is heavily abstract. But when he freestyles, he's incredible. I don't know if anyone out there is a Billy Woods fan. Billy Woods is one of the major underground rappers of today. Vordo Mega basically told that guy that he should rap, that he should get into a studio. It's a little tidbit there. This album still stands up strong to this day. They have done other stuff after it, which is good. It's fine, but nothing stands up to the Cold Vein from 2001. Yeah.
Right. I'm familiar with Cannibal Ox. I've not heard this album though, because I started with the I forgot what album it was. It's got the one with
the girl.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah, that one. I don't know.
What did he say?
No,
say that again, Ronnie.
Oh no, sorry, I was talking to one of my nurses. Sorry, I didn't.
No,
it's all right. I was just talking. Anyways, Cannibal Ox I'm familiar with. I heard one of their albums. That's how I'm familiar with it, and I've not heard this one. I've got to give it a peek. But
we should review it. Yeah.
No, but the one I did hear with is like I forgot what's that one song, Iron Rose, and hold on. What album was that one?
That's off the one that came out in the 2010s.
Yeah.
Just give me a minute.
It's got Solar System on my collarbone.
Yeah. That's the second one.
Yeah,
that features MF Doom.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.
And the album is called Blade of the Ronin from 2015.
Yes, Blade of the Ronin. Yes.
It's a good album. I did like it. Yeah.
That's a good album. See, that's the only Cannibal Ox I've been exposed to. So I should go back and listen to Cold Vein, you said?
Yeah, that's their first one, but there was a 14-year gap between those albums, yeah?
Yeah.
And the producer on this one, I forget his name, but it's not LP and it's not under Def Jux, but it's still really good. I really liked it. But it's still very spacey and science fiction-y and abstract, and yeah.
Yeah. Visionary said shout out to Ronny, and he spelled Ronny wrong like a real bozo. But whatever, we'll keep it up. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Ronny, your thoughts on Cannibal Ox, Ice Veins, or something? What was it called? Cold Vein.
Cold Vein.
I mean, I've never listened to the full album, so I'm gonna have to definitely give it probably listen to it today while I'm at work. I've got a lot of stuff going on today, so I'll probably put it on my little AirPods and listen during the day. I do like their style, and they're a very slept on East Coast, like,
Yeah.
I have to listen to it and see what happens.
Right. Yeah, let me know what you think. They're one of those ones for people who are into that type of hip hop that it's a legendary album, but it needs to be more well known, definitely. So I do suggest we review it at some point.
Oh yeah, we definitely will. You know what, Ronny? Why don't you go ahead and give us one of your favorite East Coast albums, and why?
I'm sure it's gonna be
Smiths.
The Coming by Busta Rhymes. It's his first studio album. He left the Leaders of the New School.
Okay.
Produced by him, and it was him, DJ Scratch, and were the two big production credits on the album. Everybody kind of was hyping him up after he had that after he was had that one track Leaders of the New School, and everybody was hyping him up. So he released his first studio album. You have a a lot of like Woo Ha, Got You All in Check. That was like the big single on that album,
Yeah.
and that
Mhm.
that was all over. Me and Paco know because we didn't have MTV. We had the box back in the 90s.
Yeah.
That was like all the time. So that came out like 96, and I think Busta Rhymes was even suggested for a Grammy for that. So
Nominated.
one of my favorite East Coast albums is there. I think it was one of the first ones, that and Wu Tang, 36 Chambers were the first two like East Coast albums I listened to.
Ronnie, I told
So
you
it
to
was
just pick one.
I know it was a tough one, but I picked this one. I went with this one just because I'm a very big Busta Rhymes fan. So
Right. Real quick, we'll go to the chat. Selena Martinez. Gene should send some of them Aussie snacks for you to try, Paco.
I definitely intend to. Yeah, we should do a little send across the oceans there. Some snacks for each other to try on the pod. Selena, these are Smith's cheese and onion chips. Absolutely delicious. My favorite chip down here, down under.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the process of getting a box together for both of these two. I just need addresses so I can send them.
Okay. Well, let's definitely do that. Let's definitely do this then. Yeah, I'll send you guys some Vegemite.
Maybe I could send you some of this. Arizona lemonade. It's huckleberry lemonade.
I'll try
Quite
that.
good. It's seasonal, so we probably won't get it. It's probably going off the shelf soon. But it's really good. It comes in a jar like this. You drink it. Drink in moderation. You don't need a lot of sugar. I couldn't drink it all in one, but I did. I couldn't drink it all in one go, but I actually did. And we'll go back to the chat. Gene, if you send some snacks, I will send you Audio Vision merch. He doesn't want that crap visionary. Anyway, so I'm just kidding.
I'll hook him up.
He's just trying to plug himself there. That's just promotion.
Yeah, you know what? Shout out to Audio Visions from Visionary. And
no, it's just not the
audio. Absolutely. Shout out Visionary.
Yeah.
Audio's probably asleep right now.
Shout
out to Vision.
Yeah, Jay's been a real hater about this show.
Yeah, shout out to Visions, the Visions part of Audio Vision.
Oh wow.
Mr. Popcorn.
Yeah. Let me see here. What does it say? Send Gene some Danas, Paco. Okay, I guess. Basically, it's like it's just your candies, like regular candies, but it's got like chamoy and tahini on it. It's all right. It's pretty good. I'll send you some. Cool. It's kind of spicy, like Mexican. It's Mexican.
I love spicy. Spicy.
Yeah, they got like Sour Patch Kids and Skittles and peach rings covered in chamoy and tahini. If you don't know what that is, I don't either. But I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What does that have to do with Busta Rhymes?
Oh no, we just went to the chat. We take a chat break. Anytime somebody chats, we never. Gene, what are your thoughts on Busta Rhymes? Oh, and they also do Gusher too, apparently. Anyways, what's your thoughts on the Busta Rhymes?
There's always food on this pod. Okay. Busta Rhymes, absolutely. I'm not an expert, but I've always enjoyed him. He's certainly skilled, certainly talented. I have been coming across him since the 90s as well, absolutely. I know that this album is legendary. I need to listen to it. I admit, full disclosure and all shame, that I actually haven't listened to this album, but I did listen to The Coming Part 2, I believe it's called, which came out recently in the past couple of years. And I actually really liked that one. So I do need to go back and listen to the original The Coming, which is his debut album. So I think we should review that one as well, The Coming. Yeah. But Busta Rhymes is great. What was it? Hoo Ha, however it goes with Old Dirty Bastard. Do you guys remember that?
No.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Yeah. The music video was great because those two are just a couple of weirdos of 90s hip hop. They're absolutely, and I'm definitely keen to check out this album. yeah, it's a gap in my listening history. So cheers for that, Ronnie.
Yeah, you gotta think it's Busta's first solo
Yeah.
album after leaving
Yeah.
Leaders of the New School, and he was kind of beefing a little bit with Charlie Brown. So, gotta think like it's one of those albums. I think if you're a real East Coast hip hop fan, you kind of got to listen to it because you got to think that was the start of that whole '90s, 2000 East Coast revolution when they got away from all that gangster rap stuff.
Sure, because he fucked with Tribe Called Quest a lot as well, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
him and
Yeah.
Q produced stuff on his second album, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember this album. I know who Busta Rhymes is. Um, he. I haven't heard of him recently. I know he's a rapper. He did have that one song that I did like. What's it called? I gotta remember it. I don't know. It's one of his.
Well, you got like on the second album, you got Get High Tonight, Turn It Up, Put Your Hands in My Eyes.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Like, Rhymes Galore. Like everybody was big on his second album, but his first album kind of is where he kind of established himself. Like got his own style out there. So
you know what? That's gonna be on the review list because I definitely need to go back and hear that, as well as Ice Veins from Iron. What's it called? Jedi? No.
Cold Vein.
Oh, Cold Veins from those one guys that Gene mentioned. So
and the Busta Rhymes song with Old Dirty Bastard was "Hoo Ha Got You All in Check."
Oh, you know what? I do remember that song.
Yeah. That one. Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna get a copyright strike, Gene. Relax.
Oh, sorry. That's right. I can't sing. You're fine.
It didn't sound like it. I'm just kidding.
It wasn't more than 5 seconds, so you're good.
Okay.
It sounded nothing like it. No, I'm just kidding. I know. I got the idea. Yeah.
Every algorithm and AI will just be confused. Go, what the fuck was that?
It's gonna have to learn it. It's gonna have to make itself learn.
Yeah. Susie will make me dress up as an Applebee's platter.
Yeah.
Sorry.
An Applebee's platter.
You didn't see that doozy where Will Sasso had to dress up as an Applebee's platter?
No. Yes. Oh no, I haven't seen Doozy in a while. I haven't really listened to a lot of my favorite podcasts. I don't know why.
Anyway, I digress. Let's keep on the program.
Oh, we got to do a Pods on Deck soon. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so I think it goes to me. One of my favorite East Coast albums. This is my favorite. Probably my favorite. I don't know. Method Man, Tikal, Judgment Day 2000, that whole entire album is just splendid. It's wonderful. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. I can listen to that album front to back every time. I really like that one. It's got the Judgment Day song, which is great. One of my favorite. It's very hard hitting. The way it comes in, the way the beat drops on that song, it's just so good. It's really like is good. And so Method Man from Wu-Tang, of course, right?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one of my favorite East Coast albums, and a lot of times doesn't have to really make sense. He's just rhyming and flowing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things. I was younger when I heard this, so a lot of things went over my head. But nowadays, as I revisit it at least a few times a year, it makes more sense. If that makes sense to you guys. After you revisit an album a few more times, you can catch things that you've missed. That's what I get from it. You know what I'm saying? Ronnie, your thoughts on this album, or if you know of it?
I do. It came out in '98. I remember. I think my favorite track on there is it's a tough one because they have a lot of good albums, but I like Perfect World with RZA.
Oh yeah,
one of my favorite albums on there. Or I don't know, pretty much all the everything that he's got Inspect the Deck on.
Mm.
because he has them on that 2 or 3 times, or like some tracks. But it was definitely a really good album. I remember it came out like I think a year or two after 36 Chambers. I think he was one of the first ones to do a solo album.
Yeah.
And I remember in high school, everybody was trying to buy like the Wu-Tang grills with fangs and everything else. Obviously, Paco was a little bit younger than me, but
Yeah, I
I
don't.
remember I was like 16, and everybody in high school was trying to get those little grills that Wu-Tang had and wearing their Timberlands and Wu Wear and everything else. So yeah, definitely remember this album vividly. It was really good.
Yeah. Real quick, my favorite song, absolute favorite song on the album is Torture. That one's my favorite. Torture. Gene, your thoughts, if you have any, if you've heard it or not?
So the album is called Tikal.
Yeah, Tikal Judgment Day 2000.
Judgment Day
Tikal was
2000. Okay.
94.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
his,
yeah.
that was his first album. I think this was the sequel to it.
Yeah,
Okay,
it came out. They went to Tikal, then he had 36 Chambers, then Tikal 2000.
I was looking at the original.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Perfect World. I actually haven't heard this.
This is a great album. It's on the list.
Okay.
It is good front to back.
It's huge. There's a lot of tracks on here.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people featuring
Got Chris Rock on there.
Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Mobb Deep.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Rest in peace. Yeah, okay. I'm keen to hear this.
Dude. That one.
Producers, RZA, Inspector, Prince Paul. Okay, yeah.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
Sorry.
Yeah, it came out right after, I think, like, because Wu-Tang Forever came out like late that year before. And I remember this like right after that. Like, he released that album.
Yeah. That was a great year for hip hop.
1998, this one came out.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Keen to hear it. But generally, yeah, Method Man's dope. He's definitely in my Rushmore, like, of Wu-Tang members, which goes for me, RZA, Jizza, Inspector Deck, and Method Man. And I will say, it's a tough one. It's a toss-up between Inspector Deck and Method Man for the people who are still consistently releasing the best music nowadays out of Wu-Tang, and I think he raps the best to this day. I think he's the one who's kept up his abilities the most. Yeah.
Right.
Been cool. I'm throwing it out there.
Yeah, no, for sure, dude. He's definitely one of my favorite East Coast rappers for sure.
The Meth Lab trilogy, 1, 2, and 3, all dope albums.
Phenomenal. Yeah, I love it just blows my mind sometimes with the wordplay. You think you've heard it all, and then Method Man comes in.
I like when he collabs with Redman, because Redman's one of my favorite East Coast rappers.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
The Blackout albums, 1 and 2. Redman, both great. Yeah.
Yep. You know what? Let's go to West Coast. Ronnie, please kick it off. What's one of your favorite West Coast albums?
This is tough, obviously, because obviously we were big West Coast fans growing up, but I'm gonna go with Machiavelli, the album after Tupac died. I still have that on my playlist in my car. I was listening to it last night on my way home. So like Machiavelli is one of my favorite West Coast albums. Like there was all this conspiracy around it. Everybody thought Tupac was still alive.
Yeah.
Like after that album kind of like stirred the pot a little bit after he died. So like Machiavelli is probably one of my favorite West Coast albums.
That's a good album. Gene, your thoughts?
Never heard it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're not a big Pac guy?
I'm not a big Pac guy. I'm not going to say anything. No disrespect. I don't want to get the hate.
I caused a lot of controversy on this show that you guys are on, because I said Wiz Khalifa was better than Tupac.
I saw that one.
I retract those statements. My life was threatened. I am not.
I've almost been beaten up in real life for saying I don't like Tupac.
Yeah, yeah. And
So, yeah,
this Selena
that's all I'm saying.
Martinez character says Paco don't like Pac, which is, I mean, it's not that I don't like him. It's just been played. He's been played to death like for years, and I don't know. I'm kind of over it. But whatever. Pac is he's gonna Pac. So
Park fans are passionate. Park fans are passionate.
yes,
I
and
respect that.
they will hit you if
Yes.
I remember the first. I remember when I bought All Eyes on Me. That was like I remember my mom. You know my mom, Paco.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
super strict on
Oh
the
yeah,
music that we do. So I had to hide All Eyes on Me in my bedroom
double
and
disc.
listen to it at night.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had to listen to it at night before I went to bed every night because wasn't allowed to listen to music with swear words in it.
yeah. If I had to choose a favorite Pac album, that would be it right there. It's got all the hits, man. You know what I'm saying? Two of America's Most Wanted with Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Yeah, it was definitely a big Death Row album.
Oh, for sure. That's the Death Row album. For me, at least.
Yeah, you got Corrupt on there. You got The Dog Pound.
Yeah. Classic, dude. That one I listened to. Shout out to Tupac. Anyways, we're gonna keep it pushing. Gene, do you have a favorite West Coast album?
You go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
I'm bringing mine up. I'm just checking facts.
Right. You know what? If I had to pick, I would go ahead and go with this album right here, which is the Best of Black Market Records. Brother Lynch Hung. X-Rated, Mr. Doc, Baby Reg. This album is classic. It's legendary.
Look to the Brain.
Yeah, it's got Loke to the Brain. It's got Had to Get You, which is a legendary. Also Refuse to Lose. It's That Sickness. It's a good album, dude. Front to back, one of the ones I could play. Yeah, dude. For me, this really represents West Coast. I think you would call it horrorcore rap. You know what I'm saying?
I think it kind of started on the West Coast because there weren't many people doing it out there.
I think. Well, if we had to think, I think what's that guy's name? Coogee Rap was really violent like that too. You know?
But it
Coogee,
sorry. It wasn't as Brother Lynch kind of took it and ran with it and made it a little more his own.
Yeah. Talk about killing babies and eating their guts and stuff. It's not for everybody, but it is,
Yeah.
I think that's what Ronnie's referring to. Right. What
Coogee rap was more mafioso. He was more of that, mafioso rap. You know what I mean? He definitely kind of started that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard some Coogee rap and I was offended. But
I think at that time too on the West Coast, everybody was super gangster. You got like Too Short. You got up in the Bay Area, you got like Be Legit.
Yeah.
You got, Celly Cell. All that stuff up in the Bay Area, E40, and then they were doing their own little, Bay Area rap, and then you had down in LA, you had like Pac and Snoop and Dre and all that stuff. So he kind of made his own little niche in the West Coast. So
yeah, because on the West Coast, because the Bay Area is more pimp, and then the Southern California was more gangster, and then you got Brother Lynch coming out of Sacramento just being psycho, talking. Yeah. It was a mix of gangster and psycho. I don't know, because he was affiliated with Crips, is what I can understand from listening to his records. But yeah. Man. I think he really changed the game. This really established a lot of my Brother Lynch liking. Okay, yeah. Anybody? Oh, Gene, West Coast album. You got one or not? How do you hate the West Coast that much?
No. I've got one. There's a lot of alternative hip hop that does come from the West Coast as well. Yeah. And one of those dudes is Del the Funky Homo Sapien, if I'm not mistaken.
Ice Cube's cousin.
I'm not sure if he himself, though, don't quote me on that, But what is labeled here as a West Coast album is Deltron 3030. This is with Del the Funky Homo Sapien and Dan the Automator on production. Um, yeah, again, alternative late 90s, early 2000s hip hop. And this one, basically, it's a concept album. Basically, it's just, in the future, yes, and computers and aliens and whatnot have taken over the world. And Deltron 3030 is that's just a mad genius that's fighting the machines and fighting the man and that sort of thing. And I like Del the Funky Homo Sapien. I have since I was a young kid listening to Mr. Bob Dobalina because that was on the charts. I was very, very young. What was that, Ronnie?
Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina.
That's it. That's how it goes. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, check it out if you're into alternative hip hop. Deltron 3030 with Del the Funky Homo Sapien and Dan the Automator.
Ronnie, your thoughts on this?
I like it. A lot of people kind of slept on Del because obviously his cousin's Ice Cube, and they were Ice Cube took more of the spotlight. But yeah, Del's. I like the way I like his rhyme pattern. Del's very like left on sometimes, but yeah, I think it's a pretty good album, Gene. It's a good pick.
Cool. Thank you. His group was Hieroglyphics. That was the group he was before. Yeah, before he went solo. Yeah.
They were kind of like the West Coast, kind of like native tongues almost, or like
sure.
Leaders of the New School kind of thing. Like they're.
Yeah, no, I'm not familiar. Maybe I am, but I just didn't know his name. I'm sure.
If you heard the voice, you would pick up on it. You would recognize it if you heard his voice. Very distinctive voice. Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of like his group was kind of like in that same kind of like type as kind of like Digital Underground, but a little less like a little more jazz inspired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the native tongue is a good comparison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. You know what? Why don't we switch gears and we'll just do like a down south record.
Okay.
One that might tickle your fancy. One that you like. I'll go first.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and start it off. Down south.
Just to respect our chat here, Selena Martinez did mention Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City. I think it's a very good choice.
Yeah, Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City. Of course, we love here at Paco's Power Hour. We love Kendrick Lamar, and we're sending shout outs and prayers to his family. Kendrick Lamar is a great rapper. He's one of my favorite newer guys, along with Schoolboy Q and Schoolboy Q and
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
No, that's Schoolie D.
Oh, well, shout out to Aqua Teen Hunger Force either way.
Right, shout out Aqua Teen.
Absolutely, and also just an album there with Danger Mouse and MF Doom called Danger Doom, which features there's samples from Aqua Teen Hunger Force all the way through that album. It's basically a concept album based on Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I need to hear that album.
It's great. It's fucking hilarious. It's great.
Yeah.
Shout out to Meatwad.
Yeah.
Shout out to Meatwad and Milkshake.
Oh yeah, Meatwad and Master Shake. Yeah, no, dude.
Yeah.
And Carl's my favorite. He's so stupid, dude.
Carl's my neighbor, pretty much.
What? He's a real dude?
I mean, might as well be.
That's funny, man. That is funny. Let's not dox anybody. No? Okay.
Yeah. Where are we up to?
Oh yeah. Down South album. If I had to choose, it's very difficult because I do like a lot of down south albums. I just go with SPM. Never changed. That's one of my favorite. I was just listening to today, Screwed and Chop version, but I still love it so much, man. It's basically outside the box kind of thinking, and it's a really good album, man. Front to back. They got Mexican radio. They got you know that song from what's that guy, Sir Mix-a-Lot? Posse's on Broadway. He sampled that and made that Broadway song, which is very good. I like it. You know, very Screwston. Um, and
Scrooston.
yeah, like
Okay.
because
Yeah.
when DJ Screw died, they
I
called
get
it.
it. I get it. I get it. I just have never heard that term. Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Screwston, Screwston, Texas. But yeah, man, it's what I like. You know,
Sure.
it
Like
came
what you
out
like.
back in 2002, man. I think it
Yep.
was like his third major release, from like Universal Records. And this was big because like on his album, he's like, and everything I like, he's like on the jet with the Universal Records president. He's like, everything I do, they say I'm the first Mexican. It's a good album, but your thoughts, anybody? Go ahead, Gene. You want to start it, or you want me to
I've
do it?
never heard it before. I've only heard of it through you. I'm willing to listen to it if you want to review it sometime. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm very ignorant of this style, this region of
Right.
hip hop. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's not what you're used to. It's definitely much slower, much more drug use. You got to be
Yeah.
high. Like you don't got to be, but I'm just saying it's better. You know what? I'm not saying anything. Ronnie, go ahead and go
So
ahead.
shout out to Brown and Proud Radio.
Oh
Shout
yeah,
out to Brown Street Entertainment.
right.
No, I remember when this album, you and Jay
Yeah.
had this album. I would go to your parents' house and you guys would just listen to it like on loop. And then you guys, is this the one that had the DVD attached to it?
No, that's the Purity album, and that came with the CD-ROM. It was a CD-ROM, and they had
Yeah.
the dope game on it.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, you and Jay, that's where you guys kind of got into music and everything else. You guys were big SPM fans and Latino Velvet fans, and
Oh yeah, Latino Velvet. Dang it. Yeah.
but yeah, no, yeah, good album. Like
Right.
probably one of the first, you know, Latin rap albums I heard, growing up, because obviously it wasn't played on the radio. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's why me and Jay started Brown and Proud Radio back in 2003. Basically a podcast, but we didn't know what we were doing.
live stream.
Do we now?
Probably not, dude. Who wants to go next? Gene or Ronnie? Down south.
I'll go.
Okay.
Mine's UGK for Life, 2009 UGK album. I actually listened to that last night on my way home too. Like UGK for Life is probably one of my favorite down south albums. It was that and TRU by No Limit, but
Oh yeah. Oh.
UGK for Life 2009 UGK album.
Hey Ronnie, on that TRU album, was that one song by Master P on there, the Smoking Weed in My Cadillac song?
I think so.
See, that's my favorite Master P song, man.
No, that was on Ice Cream Man. I think Master P's Ice Cream Man.
I don't know. Basically, I got it off the internet, and I didn't know exactly. I didn't get it from the album. So
Yeah.
your guess is as good as mine. Probably better than mine, actually. But yeah, no. UGK is great. Bun B and Pimp C.
Yeah,
Gene-
there's a
yeah. Go ahead, Ron.
there's a song on there with Ron Isley. It's probably one of my favorite tracks on the album. Called it is I think it's Pimp in the Bun, but yeah, it's one of my favorite. Sorry,
And the show has reached a new low.
thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to do work and talk on the phone at the same time.
We appreciate you, Ronnie. We appreciate you.
I don't know if we do.
Hector Guzman says you still don't there, Paco.
Yeah, he's referring to me saying I don't know what I'm doing, and he's saying I still don't know what I'm doing, which is you don't got to say that. Gene, your thoughts?
Scarface. Okay. Yeah. On what now? On
you
UGK. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bun B, UGK. I've certainly heard of UGK, and I am a fan of Bun B. I can't say that I've listened to like any UGK album or a whole Bun B album. I'm familiar with Bun B on features, and he kills it. Yeah, absolutely kills it every single time, in my opinion. He's one of those rappers who, if you just talk to normally, it sounds like he's rapping because just the baritone of his voice, he's got a scary ass voice basically. And yeah, no, I'm a big fan of that dude. So I'd be definitely keen to listen to UGK. I know it's probably not that I really care about this sort of thing because, art's art, history's history. I know that a lot of people have said that UGK hasn't aged well, that it's quite offensive if you listen to it now. Yeah, if you play that, people who hadn't known 90s stuff, they'd be like, what the fuck is this? I've heard that about UGK. But hey, I like controversial art and I grew up in the 90s. I don't condone it, but I'm still going to listen to it and enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full disclosure.
Yeah. No, we'll address the chat real quick. Selena Martinez says that the Untouchable album by Scarface is another classic. I agree. Scarface is one of the best Dirty South rappers in the game.
Is he from Chicago?
No, he's from Houston, dude. You know the Ghetto Boys? Yeah. That's
Sorry,
what.
I'm thinking.
Oh, that shit.
Yeah. Visionary says Trill by Bubba B is a great album. I don't know what that means. I don't know who Bun B.
Bubba B.
Looks like he sent a follow-up chat and corrected his mistake and saying Bun B.
Bubba BB.
Bub B, huh? Yeah.
Oh, Bubba.
Pre-Pimp C era.
Yeah, Pimp C, dude. Yeah, UGK is dope. Pimp C, he's really I think Pimp C's gonna Pimp C. Let's just say it. And he's dead now. And rest in peace to Pimp C. I think a lot of rappers were he's good. Bun B's dope.
Everybody though, you gotta think Jay-Z, he's worked with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
He worked with, Outkast. He's worked with, Drake brings him up all the time.
3-6 Mafia.
They were kind of one of the first, besides like DJ, the whole like Screwed Up Click, like they were one of the first, Dirty South or down south rap crews.
Yeah. Oh yeah, their biggest hit was with 3-6 Mafia and UGK. Yeah, sipping on some scissor, sipping on some scissor. Classic. One of my favorite songs of all time. But yeah. Hold on. Go ahead, Ronnie. I thought you.
Oh
no, we won't go into the sipping on some scissor with Paco.
Oh, you don't want to get into that? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let me see here. It says here. This is a what's it called? Oh, you know what? I could just do this, right? What does this mean?
New comments will display here.
Oh.
Okay, so Selena, may I answer Selena's question there?
Yeah, go ahead. Selena asked, what are some artists from Australia that are worth listening to, Gene? And when she says artists, I'm sure she's referring to gospel. Go ahead.
Okay. Selena, the only one that I can really recommend, Australian hip hop's not great, sue me Australia, but it's not. But there is one that I definitely recommend. He is a dude from Perth, Australia, and he is called Cogs. That is Kogz or Z. Kogz. Do you say Z or Z over there?
Well, are you referring to the letter?
Yes.
We say Z like a gentleman.
Z.
But,
okay. So it's Cogs. Kogz. Cogs, Selena. He is what we call a tradie. A tradie is basically someone who does, he's an electrician, he's a carpenter, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
The guys who do manual labor, tradesmen, we call them tradies down here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think tradesman is less offensive.
So it's a tradie down here, and what he does, he has his own home studio. He has his own home studio. He comes home from work angry and then just vents into the mic, spits into the mic. But he is a very skilled lyricist, though, as well. Smart dude, introspective dude, but angry, heavy stuff, though, as well. Production's really good. He is the only Australian rapper that I take seriously. So, again, that's Cogs, Kogz.
Right. Yeah. We did review that on about that.
Yes. Yes, we
Yeah,
have one of his albums.
it was
Yeah.
a good time. Let's address
Shout
another.
out,
Yeah, go ahead.
shout out to Paco and Gene. I got to get going.
Oh,
Yeah. So, and then Selene, have a good day. Biz,
yeah.
I'll
Mhm.
I'll talk to you guys later on this afternoon.
All
I
right.
got a meeting
Okay.
too, so
Appreciate you, Ronnie. Look forward to doing it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Shout
so
out.
yeah, maybe we can do it earlier. I can get some more time ready. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Have a good one, Ronnie. Thanks for
I'll
joining.
talk to you guys later.
Later.
Gotta go save some lives. Bye.
Bye. Oh, wow. Selena Martinez in the chat saying, "Shut up, Ronnie." Wow.
That's
Not a fan of
troublemaker.
Ronnie.
Troublemaker.
Not a fan of Ronnie. Okay, so let me see. Aquimini by
Aquimini. He spelled it wrong.
what a bozo. He just comes on my show and spells stuff wrong. I don't know if that's on purpose or what. Selena Martinez says, "Not a fan of you either." I think she's referring to Eugene. Let me see here.
Who is Selena? Do you know Selena? Is she?
I had a baby with her. Let me
I
see.
was thinking that was the case. Well, nice to meet you, Selena.
Yeah,
You
no,
have
no.
a cute kid. You have a cute kid.
Yeah, shout out to Selena. She's a wonderful mother. You know, she's nothing but love and respect to Selena. Something Paco is, and I'm not sure what that is in reference to. Probably I think when she's saying something that Paco isn't, that means she's referring to like a fake person. You know what I'm saying? So that's that.
Yeah.
And oh, look, I might have to ban Visionaries putting offensive terms in my
No, that's still an acceptable term. It's still an acceptable term.
tradesman.
Okay, shall we continue?
Yeah. Let's just
Okay.
address the chats real quick. That's it. Tradesman. I don't even want to say this one. And Selena's just laughing on this one, huh?
Okay. It's getting out of control on the
It is. It is getting out of control. Okay, let's hear your favorite John South. One of your favorites.
Well, this is one of my favorites. This is probably the first Southern hip hop album I ever heard, and that is AT-Aliens by
classic.
Outkast. Yeah, love this album, dude. Love this album. I hadn't heard anything like this before. This definitely started me off on my alternative hip hop journey. They were big down here. Outkast were huge down in Australia. The videos for Jazzy Bell was big, but the song and video that I loved was for what is it here? E.T. Extraterrestrial. Yeah. That no, sorry, my apologies. Elevators, Me and You. You remember that one?
I don't remember this album. I remember the next one that got all the hits. You know what I mean? I think this one came out before.
That's Aquemini, I think, is the one after. Yeah. Most people talk about Aquemini. But that's why I wanted to shout out AT-Aliens as well, because it's underappreciated classic of hip hop, I believe.
Yeah. Visionary says classic. I'm not sure what that's in reference to.
This album, Wheels of Steel, was big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyway, back to you.
I would love to call Visionary, get his thoughts on it. I'm gonna give him a call.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Here at Paco's Power Hour, we love having guests on because we are not good by ourselves.
Vamping.
Yeah, we're gonna
Southern
call
Playalistic, Cadillac. Yeah, Visionary. Absolutely.
Yeah.
First album was dope.
Yeah.
But Outkast fell off. There we go.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, Visionary, what's up, man? You're live on the air, Paco's Power. Give us your thoughts on AT-Aliens.
It was a great album. I haven't been disappointed in any of the Outkast catalog. Like Southern Playalistic Music or Cadillac Music was the first big one that I listened to, but then AT Aliens was like a step above that, and it showed what they could really do with the production that they wanted, and just going whatever direction they felt like going, because they didn't stick to the same formula that they did on their first album.
Right. Right. No, here at Paco's Power Hour, we love Outkast.
Can I ask Visionary a question then?
Yes, just please don't make it an offensive one.
No, yeah, absolutely. Now, you haven't been disappointed with any of Outkast's albums there, Viz, is that correct?
Yeah, the only one that threw me off was the Idlewild stuff, and just because it was a completely different direction and it stepped into a different area. And at first I was thrown off by it, but then after listening to it a few more times, I came to appreciate all the Idlewild stuff.
Okay, what about the double album they did, Speaker Box and The Love Below, with that Roses song? Roses smell like pooty poo. Because that was awful. Man.
That actually was a clever way to put out an album when they're both recording different stuff at different times and doing different, ventures. And they still had a few songs that were still together, so that way it still worked out. And I actually loved it because that way they could still go by Outkast and release solo stuff, as like Big Boy released his song, with Sleepy Brown, and then Andre released the Roses featuring basically Big Boy, so it wasn't like a full-on Outkast album, but they were still able to put something out there that represented them both in their separate personalities.
Yeah, good justification. Respect to that. Yes, I didn't like it. I felt that's where they fell off for me personally, but I respect that opinion.
Yeah. Hey, Visionary, why don't you give us your just give us one of your favorite East Coast albums.
Oh, probably one of my favorite East Coast albums would have to be so many. I would have to say Method Man's what is it? 421 The Day After. It's a very slept on album by Method Man, and it was I was actually working at the radio station at that time the album came out. Method Man came by the studio to promote it and such, and it got really slept on for some reason, and it was a great album. I loved it.
That is a good album. I do remember that one coming out. I love the album cover. It's very, very, very cool.
It's very hip hop-ish with the graffiti and such.
It takes you back to graffiti.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite East Coast albums.
Yeah.
What was the album? Sorry, I zoned out.
I got them at the same time it came out. So
yeah, so that's what it takes, huh? He got to go to you.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, hold on a second.
I'm sorry.
What was the album, Paco?
421 The Day After.
Okay.
Meth. Yeah. Wow, shout out to Visionary for watching Paco's Power Hour while being on there at the same time. Gene, your thoughts? Well, we already talked about Method Man.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. I haven't heard the album. I've shared my thoughts. Love the meth. Love the meth.
Yeah, it's not good, Gene. Go ahead, Visionary. Hold on, let's hear what he's doing at work.
What?
Yeah.
That makes sense. They already got it all.
Hey, Dennis. What's up?
He's at work, dude.
Selena has an album suggestion now.
Okay. Should we get Selena on the show?
Yeah, baby mama.
Look, All right, Selena. If you come on the show, you can't. There's nothing. You better not say nothing.
But,
I don't know, man. I don't know if we should add her, dude.
it's your call.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, I was doing truck stuff. I was doing truck driver stuff. You don't know about that.
Oh, I know all about that. I'm a professional driver, sir. I have a Class A license.
Yeah, you don't do as much as I do.
No, I probably do more.
I doubt it.
Oh, okay. I don't even know. What do you even do? I don't even know what you do. Hey, lower the speakers.
Selena, my Immortal Technique, The Revolutionary Volume 2, superb album.
Absolutely.
Superb. Yeah.
You know, when this album... All right, I'm going to hang up on Visionary. I can't even hear myself.
That's
Sorry.
What's a bozo, huh? I mean, he comes on the chat, he whacks it up, and then he whacks up the show with his... Hold on. How do you hang up?
echoing.
Don't hang up on me.
All right, then lower the speakers.
Well, hold on. All right. Is that better?
Let me see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. You tell me when it's better.
God.
That's good.
How am I doing?
I think that's good. No, it's not.
Okay.
You're echoing. You're echoing. Paco's
Oh, am I
echoing.
echoing?
You're echoing his end. He's not echoing my end. I don't know how that works or how to fix it. That's just what's happening.
How's this? Good?
Have you just turned him down?
Yeah. Yeah.
We've got a new person in the chat there, Paco.
Oh, yeah. What up? My homeboy Eastside. He said, what up, Paco? What up, Paco Lote?
Paco
Yeah.
Lato.
Yeah, we could get Eastside on the show. I could just get him. He said he was recommending Jedi Mind, Vinny Paz. Of course, who doesn't love Vinny Paz? You know,
100,000,000%.
Yeah, one of my favorite Philly rappers, probably my favorite Philly.
My favorite rapper.
Oh,
My
wow.
favorite rapper. Yes.
Oh, and I'm over here listening to Ice Cube as my favorite rapper. And I know Joel got a lot to say about Ice Cube. If I get him on the show, he's just gonna destroy Ice Cube with all his hate.
Joel, what's your favorite Jedi Mind Tricks album? If you want to throw that up in the chat, please.
Yeah, go ahead, Joel. Or you know what? I could give you a call. I don't know if he just mentions it. I don't know. I don't know how deep he is. But everybody loves Jedi Mind. Let's see here.
Mine's Legacy of Blood there, Joel. Legacy of Blood.
Mine's just Servants in Heaven, Kings in Hell.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's my absolute favorite. But
It's a goodie.
It's definitely one of the best.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on Jedi Mind Tricks. They're good and everything. I just haven't listened to a lot of their catalog.
I'm gonna hang up on him.
All right, fine, hang up on me.
There's check out Violent by Design. That's the one that catches a lot of people. That's their most famous album, Violent by Design.
Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. That's what Eastside said. Violent by Design is his favorite.
Okay.
Point. Yeah. Case in point. Yeah.
Right. Right. Let me see
Yeah,
here.
I'll check it out if I remember.
He's not checking it out. Yeah. If he says if I remember, he's already forgot. So he's not. I know Visionary well enough to know that.
What show am I on right now? Who am I plugging?
Oh yeah, go ahead and tell us where we can find you and get your Audio Visions merchandise.
Wait, what show is this? I don't know if I want to promote it on here.
This is called the Visionary Hour. We're just basically a Visionary fan club. We mark hard. We're huge Visionary marks, and we love everything Visionary
Sounds
does.
whack.
It is totally whack.
I wouldn't recommend a fan club for me for anything.
Well, too late. You got it.
You guys need better hobbies then.
That is completely subjective, so it doesn't offend me.
Anyways, what's the next stuff that you're reviewing? The next region.
Oh yeah, West
Have
Coast.
we done your South album?
Yeah, he said
Paco?
Illuminati by Outkast or whatever.
Oh no, yours, Paco.
Him and I.
Yeah, he said that one.
What about yours?
Oh, mine? I said,
Yeah,
didn't I say SPM? Never change.
that's
But
right. That's right.
yeah, Visionary does not like SPM. Um,
Illuminati.
what I forget, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did we Visionary? Did we do your Dirty South album?
Yeah, that would be a Clementine by Outkast. They're from the South.
Oh yeah, and you went on a long rant about it.
Yeah.
I remember waking up and you were still going. Go ahead and give us your one of your favorite West Coast albums.
Probably one of my favorite West Coast albums would be Quality Control by Jurassic 5.
Wow. Should I hang up on him or I'm just kidding. Visionary, you're doing great, man. That's a good album. It's a great album. I've never heard it, but I'm sure it's good.
Man.
Give us your thoughts on it.
It's a great album. I mean, when I first heard it, probably 20-something years ago, it kind of floored me that 5 West Coast artists could get together and make a whole album, or 6 actually, because I forgot about DJ Unique or DJ. I can't remember his fucking name right now, but
you're such a big fan.
Yeah. Anyways, but I fell in love with their style, how they all played off of each other. They didn't try to like compete or one-up man each other, and just, we're always cohesive. And you didn't always get all 5 on the same song, like Wu-Tang. They didn't always get all the members on one song, but they just brought it with every song on that album. It was a great album.
You know what? It's on the list. I've never heard it. I never heard it. I don't even know who Jurassic 5 is. I've heard of that group, but I've never actually listened to them.
Well, you've heard of Dilated Peoples then, right?
Yeah, love Dilated Peoples. That's actually a good West Coast group.
Yeah, they came out at the same time.
I kind of figured that because around that time is when I heard of Jurassic 5, when, that song, The Worst Come to Worst, that was huge. Dilated Peoples. You know what I'm saying? They even had Guru on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jurassic 5 is very hip hop. They're not like gangsters. They're not, drug dealers or nothing. They're just a very hip hop group.
Would you say it's similar to Merce?
In a way, yeah. Similar to Merce.
Because I like Merce.
They're very culture conscious, or whatever that is. But they're almost like Dilated Peoples in the fact that they use a DJ to back them up, not just on stage, but as a production style.
Yeah.
And they go after different things in their culture, in hip hop and society and stuff like that, to bring light to things that aren't usually talked about.
That sounds good. You know what? I've never really given them a fair shake. I might as well go ahead and give it a go. What's the album called again? Ice Veins. What?
Quality Control.
Oh, Quality Control. Quality Control, Jurassic 5. It's on my list right now. Quality Control.
You won't listen to it.
Oh, I'm gonna listen to it just because you said that, and we're gonna review it on the show.
Concrete School, yeah, that's right.
I don't believe you, but all right.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna have you on, and we're gonna review it.
Okay.
Yes, Ronnie, I agree. Shout out to D12, RIP Proof, one of the best to ever do it. It's a shame that he didn't become the superstar that he was born to be. Proof was brilliant. Eminem would not be anywhere as skilled. I mean, if you like or dislike Eminem, sure, but you can't argue that, he's skilled, that he's not skilled, sorry. And Proof was the one, basically, he showed him how to rap, yeah? So definitely RIP Proof.
Okay, he says he needs in on this review. Okay, Visionary, Ronnie, Me, Gene, you down to do a Jurassic 5 review?
I will shit on it. No
Good,
disrespect,
good.
Liz. I
That's
can't
fine.
stand Jurassic 5.
That's fine. We need opposing opinions. That's what makes the
Okay,
show great.
sure.
If
Let's
we're
do
all
it. Let's do
holding
it.
hands,
Yes.
tongue kissing, and hugging, they're not gonna like it. You know, we gotta get mad at each other.
All right, word. I'll
We
do
gotta
it.
end our friendship on this.
I get mad because you don't want to hug and tongue kiss me, Paco.
I told you
Yeah.
you need to brush your teeth. God.
Just like the Black Eyed Peas
Look,
said, where is the love?
Once a month,
Where
and
is
that's
the
good
love?
enough.
That's not good enough for me, honey.
Well, sorry, you're all hoity-toity and high-class snooze and all that.
Yeah, you know what? Something changed my life, and it's called toothpaste.
Geez, you go to work for Coca-Cola and you think you're better than everybody.
How did you know that? And why are you doxing me? And yes, I do work for Coke. Allegedly. Hold on 1 second. Let me add Ronnie. He said he wants to get in on this. Oh, no. He wants to get on the review. Never mind. That's the actual show. Yeah. My bad. I was about to call him back. No, that's not okay. I don't want to interrupt him while he's doing what he does.
Where's Pablo? Let's get Pablo back.
Oh yeah, you're the guy to get Pablo because he did not even respond to my message. So
We're tight. Me and the professor, we're tight.
right, you know what? That brings me to our. What's that? Visionary, you bozo.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and get into the what's whack segment since we got Visionary on. You know what I'm saying?
Selena, my answer to your question is
What is you're a bozo, man. Why do I watch this? yeah, I don't know. I don't even know.
Podcast Gold. Guest
Right.
Digital's new, flagship podcast, I tell you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to Ralph Sutton, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to
See you
Lewis.
soon, Ralph. See you soon.
Right. Let me see here.
For your old man rock album that you'll no doubt recommend.
Who knows, man? He'd recommend some good ones though.
I'm joking.
You know what? Let's get into the Paco's Power Hour. Paco's Power Hour original. You know what's whack. I'll let our guest go ahead and do it. Visionary, why don't you go ahead and start it?
You know what's whack when you're trying to work is somebody keeps calling you and they know you're at work, but they want to bug you just so they can ask you something stupid.
Gene, is this relatable?
No.
No.
No one tries to call me at work.
It's not relatable to me either. I don't even think that's a thing that happens. But
I don't know what he's on about.
Right. Okay, thanks for sharing. Gene, do you have a
Yeah, I do. When your friends and the people you care about get sick, and get better soon. Get better soon to those out there who I care about. Sick from fever, illness, general illness, bodies, and suffering from fevers and colds and all of that sort of thing, and you're feeling fine, and the next morning, boom, it sucks, can't be helped, no one's fault as well, of course, and just hope they know who I'm talking about, get better soon.
Right. Visionary, is this relatable?
Yeah, I would say it's relatable.
All right. This is relatable. It's not relatable to me. I don't care about anybody. Let me see here. We got something new in the chat, and it says Eastside. It says, it's whack when people think the game and Ice Cube got. Oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna finish this. I'm not even gonna finish that.
Hot take.
No. Eastside does not represent Paco's Power Hour. Here at Paco's Power Hour, we respect the game and Ice Cube.
The game is better than Ice Cube. Oh, there we go.
No, he's not, dude.
Tension. Oh,
I like the
schism.
game a lot, but I like Ice Cube. My favorite though.
I know.
Yeah, Ice Cube's way over the game.
Absolutely.
Game's nowhere near Ice Cube status.
Right, just the catalog and the game is with the gimmicks, man. He's been caught with a lot of things that is not cool, you know, like
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
doing
I don't mean
TikTok
that
videos.
seriously.
You
I
know?
didn't mean that seriously. I just knew that would shit you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you did it. You knew I was gonna get a reaction, and you got it. Oh man, yeah.
America's Most Wanted is a great album. Bomb Squad production. Yeah, went over to the East Coast, heavy as fuck. It's a great album.
Yeah. No. I like Ice Cube. You know what's whack? I gotta. You know what's whack? When Eastside goes into your chat room and says Ice Cube's whack, that's pretty whack. Relatable to you, G?
No, because he likes Jedi Mind Tricks and Vinny Paz. No, he's all good in my books.
All right. Let me see. Shout out to Street Talk and Outkast and Slick Rick. Oh, that's my favorite song on that Slick Rick album. Yeah.
Is that storytelling?
The Art of Storytelling. I'm sorry.
The Art of Storytelling.
Sorry, you got it wrong.
Yeah.
That's the first CD I ever bought.
That's one of the best hip hop albums of all time.
Right,
that
yeah.
album is phenomenal. Stands up so well to this day. The bass lines in that album. Slick Rick is probably the smoothest motherfucker in rap ever. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. Visionary, if you're still on the phone, what are your thoughts on Slick Rick?
I love Slick Rick. He's a great lyricist and a great storyteller, and every time I've heard something, whether it's his album or he's doing a feature on something, it's like a breath of fresh air. You know, it's just you don't hear artists doing stuff like he does.
Agreed.
Yeah. No, I agree too. But that Outkast and Slick Rick is my favorite, man.
Slick Rick released a track recently with produced by DJ Muggs featuring Method Man. I'm just bringing it up now.
Yeah.
It is called Metropolis. There, Viz, if you haven't heard it, it's Method Man, Slick Rick, produced by DJ Muggs. Metropolis.
Oh my God,
incredible!
I gotta hear that.
Incredible. I listened to it 30 times in one day on repeat. It became my most popular album on Spotify for last year, and I heard it in like November.
Jeez Louise, I gotta hear that.
Yeah.
Ronnie said, "You know what's whack? Starting in IV, or is that starting a 4? Starting in 4.
IV.
Okay. Let's see here. You know what's whack? Being kicked in the ribs by a tiny human. Hey, shout out to son, baby Nays. Shout out to my son. I love you. I love my son. He's a good kid.
That's your reaction to him kicking his mother. I love you, son.
Yeah, he's a great kid.
I
He'd be an even better kid if you weren't his father.
Whoa! Blasphemy.
What did he say?
He said he'd be an even better kid if he was the father.
Whoa! I didn't want to be the father. I don't want to be a father.
Not touching that.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna.
I do not have sexual relations with anybody to have a kid.
Okay. Well.
Okay, calm down.
Visionary. It doesn't matter. You know, it brings me to my next segment, recommendation. Visionary, please start it off. Do you have any?
Hold on. Did you say what what is whack?
Yeah, I said when Eastside goes into your chat room and says that Ice Cube's whack.
That's right. I got one more for you.
Okay, we'll go. Hold on one second. Okay, go ahead.
You know what's whack? When a record label signs a rapper and they don't drop nothing for a while, and then they drop one album, and then like 10 years later they drop nothing else, and they still are part of the label.
Yeah, are you talking about like I don't know who that is, but yeah,
I'm
that is.
talking about some guy named Mr. Paco.
Oh God!
What is
I
that?
told you I'm working on it.
I've heard that for 3 years now.
It's because you look, my ghostwriter, we're not speaking to each other anymore, so that's why I can't really rap anymore.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out soon. The new Mr. Paco album. Yeah.
Yeah, it better.
It's just relatable to Eugene.
Yeah, I've heard you rap before. It's good. It's funny. Yeah. I mean, in a complimentary way. You know, you're a funny as fuck dude. But aside from that, no, you can rap, and I'd love to hear an album of you rapping. Absolutely, I'd buy it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, seriously. No, real talk. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, is this relatable to me? It is not relatable to me because I've given plenty of valid excuses. Okay.
Well, there is a new song coming out with Paco featuring on it.
Really?
Yeah, it's an old song, but we had to re-release it because there's nothing new from Mr. Paco, so we had to make something new.
Oh man, you could have just asked me. I just would have wrote a song for you.
It's too late. It's already scheduled. It's coming out. You know how record labels do.
Yeah.
We're gonna end up using AI to create a new album.
Oh no, do not do that. I do not consent.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, on the whole AI thing, I want to retract my statement saying that AI is cool and a good thing. That sucks. Fuck AI. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Right, and basically the AI that we're able to get our hands on. Hold on one second, man. It's just really echoey. You guys hearing that?
I'll get more into that in my recommendation. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
I can't rule out that the echo isn't from my end, but I don't hear anything.
It's fine. It's fine.
You hear me now, Visionary? Visionary, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Do you hear the echo?
Yeah, I hear you.
I hear the echo. It is bothering me.
Podcast gold. Podcast gold.
No, yeah. I forgot what I was speaking of. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get to recommendation.
There's a wild echo now. A wild echo from you, Paco.
Okay, go ahead and get it to recommendations.
Why are you making things worse?
No, there's no echo now, right?
Okay, recommendations. That's good now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Gina. Kick off the recommendation.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Definitely. All right. Okay. So as I've said many times before,
I hear nothing. Thanks.
Okay.
How about now?
Sorry, Viz. Just what I went. Can you hear us, Viz?
Well, I can hear you guys now, but Paco turned me down.
I know. I pushed the mute button on my phone, and that took off the echo.
Okay. Screw it. We're good. Yeah. Yeah. How would I? Okay. It's a bit complicated. There's the WGA strike, the Writers Guild Association strike happening over in your country at the moment. Yeah. So basically, they're on strike because they're not being paid for the shows that they're writing for streaming services. Well, they're being paid pittance. They're not being paid for views. There's no residuals anymore like there used to be. Basically, writers are struggling to survive. Some of them are earning on big shows. I heard numbers like 16,000 a year. You get more on that. You get more on that on unemployment in a year. Yeah, and they work their goddamn asses off. As an actor, I have nothing but respect for writers because they literally give me the words to speak out of my mouth hole. They're way more talented, way smarter. You wouldn't have the shows that we all love if it wasn't for these people. And the idea of these fuckheads executive CEOs of these major streaming services, which are earning hundreds of millions of dollars per year. And again, one writer was earning $16,000 a year. Don't care, and they're threatening that they're going to use AI to write the new series of some of the biggest shows that are out there. Stranger Things season 5, they're threatening to write by AI. Yellow Jackets season 3, which I also recommend, it's my favorite show at the moment. They're threatening to write that by AI, and it's going to suck dick if an AI wrote it. We all know it's going to be bad. So yeah, my recommendation is fuck AI and pay the writers. There you go.
Wonderful. Is that relatable to you, Visionary?
Yes and no. I mean, it can be it's a bad thing because you are putting out a lot of talented writers out of work, and that sucks because some of the best minds to come up with stuff will not get to be heard. But then what's also great about it is that, actually no, it's very relatable. I don't agree with it. It's whack. It's straight 100 whack that's putting writers out of work like that.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like AI. Not even in the slightest. Also, the AI that we don't see, it's probably far more advanced. This is just like the whack version of AI that's available to the public, and it's also programmed with all the propaganda, all the misinformation, everything that is, a bunch of false facts that bad information. Whoever programs the AI is pretty much in control, right?
Well, yeah, I know what you're saying. My concern with it is that humans, it's like the whole Dr. Frankenstein, like, fuck it, let's just see if we can do it. Yeah. And then just deal with the consequences later. Next minute, we've got a monster on our hands killing people. And human beings like to play God, certainly when it comes to technology, science, etc. That fucks with people's lives, and they'll just do it anyway and worry about the consequences, and they're not going to consider the consequences as they go along until it's too late, basically. Yeah. Even Elon Musk has warned about this thing, and I've got no patience for that man whatsoever. But he's even said, like, do you want AI creating weapon systems, and then there's drones controlling drones to kill humans? I know it sounds a bit conspiracy and whatnot, a bit doomsday-ish, but this is all connected, basically. Humans should be in control of the machines to create the art, not the arts machines forgetting about the humans and doing whatever they want.
Right. And you have to consider this. What if the AI is so advanced that it can talk to itself from the future? You understand? It understands probabilities. It gets it to a very high percentage. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And
Yeah,
so
sure.
basically the AI can talk to itself from the future. Like it can send messages back because it understands the probability and it already going to know the outcome. So basically it can communicate from the future to its present self. And that's why people are on board with it, because they're threatened, by the AI. The AI is blackmailing these people. Who knows, man? It could be that far advanced in the future that it's able to talk to itself today.
And you'll never have I don't think you'll ever have an AI write that Black Mirror episode that you just came up with. That is a fucking Black Mirror episode, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Look, and
Well done.
this is just like, basically how they put things out. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? God. Where they're basically tipping their hand.
Yeah. Pre something.
Yeah, something programming.
Yeah.
It's like because I mean you see it all the
I
time.
know what you mean. I know what you mean. Can't think of it, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, right. It's crazy though, right? But that's not. I never seen Black Mirror, so I didn't even. But I mean, I was hearing people talk about AI. Maybe they got it from that, but that makes sense though. It really does make sense.
It's a definite possibility. Yes,
Because,
it's a good theory.
they say that AI can actually, predict your death within a 98% thing. So 9%.
Yeah. So, whose turn?
You know what? Let's go to Visionary. Why don't we lighten things up? Visionary's the
Yeah,
good old.
okay.
He's always got something great to say. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on one second. We'll address the chat before Visionary. Hold your thought. It says here it's literally iRobot coming to life. That's what I said.
Sure.
We just had this conversation, Paco. I don't remember that.
Skynet is also an obvious reference that a lot of people get, the whole Terminator thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just foreshadowing, tipping the hand.
Yeah, maybe science fiction's always done that. Science fiction's always had this weird kind of like view into the future. Yeah.
And the bad thing about like science fiction movies and stuff like that, it's like a lot of people take movies and they basically compare it to real life and stuff. Even if it's fantasy, and it's also movies are also used for
And then, but then what the thing is, there's people of our age,
Uh-huh.
30s to 50s, who grew up as a bunch of nerds bullied at school, but they were the smart ones, and now they're basically creating the science fiction movies in real life.
Science fiction is great. You know what I'm saying? It's very creative. I love to. I don't really watch movies a lot, but when I look, this is how much I don't watch movies. When I do watch a movie, I'm like, wow, this is like the greatest movie ever. But then everybody's like, oh, that's all right. So I'm like, no, I mean, you got to really watch. Like, I really appreciate movies that I really watch. But then it always goes back to me. Like, I'm like, I don't really feel like wasting.
like Edge of Tomorrow. Like Edge of Tomorrow.
See, that's a great movie. That's what I mean.
It's fine. It's a fine movie.
See, and then I'll end up watching it like 7 times and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's
which is crazy. But you like what you like. No disrespect.
Yeah. See, I don't know. We gotta do movie
Godfather,
reviews too, man.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Right, my movies.
Carry on.
We need to do movie reviews. Let me see here.
Yes, we do.
Visionary, go ahead. Give us a recommendation
for a movie. If you haven't seen it, I would say watch Ex Machina.
Oh, 1,000% agree.
It's basically what's going to happen when somebody, tries to, manipulate you with an AI, and the AI turns it around and manipulates everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're saying that the AI is manipulating people to manipulate itself to manipulate them back?
Yes, and back and forth a couple more times.
Is that true, Gene? You seem like a huge Ex Machina, but
Ex Machina by Alex Garland. Fantastic film. Beautifully shot, visually stunning. But it is one of those, we're a bit fucked view into the future movies. Absolutely. The AI, the cyborg, is also. It also shows the frailty and weakness of men, especially when it comes to beautiful women as well, because the cyborg is stunning as well. And that's a part of the AI, the cyborg's manipulation as well, because it's literally taking this dude's porn search history and creating his view, his ideal woman as well. And if you talk about data mining, companies data mining, our internet searches and whatnot, and what we do on our phones and computers and and they're taken to an extreme level. It's a beautiful film, but it's scary as well. Yeah.
Predictive programming is what we're thinking of.
Sure.
That's the term. Sure. I just got it right now.
Predictive programming. Yes. But good recommendation, Biz. Good recommendation.
You know what? I'm gonna watch this movie and then I'm gonna come back and be like, dude, this is the greatest movie ever.
I watched it 12 times.
Oh man, I gotta watch more movies, I guess.
So what's your recommendation, Paco?
You know what?
It's looking around the room.
You're right, man.
But he doesn't even have his own answer ready.
Right, I don't have an answer ready, you bozo. That's what we were laughing about, you stupid. Anyways,
let's not start grabbing things and bringing them up to the camera.
okay. I recommend. You know what? I recommend the new Sprite. It's called Sprite Lemonade Legacy, and it's just Sprite Lemonade, but it's got a hold on. It's Sprite Lemonade, but it's got like a strawberry flavor to it. So it's like strawberry lemonade Sprite. It's very good.
Okay, cool.
Your thoughts on it, Gene?
I don't mind Sprite. Yeah, I'm definitely a lemonade more than a cola guy. So I would give it a go, but I really don't think we have it down here. I haven't seen it. Maybe. I don't really drink a lot of soda nowadays. I kind of stopped because I drank too much. The soda that I drank a lot here in Australia is called Solo, like Han Solo. And it's basically a lemon squash. Yeah, lemon and lime. Drank a lot of that because it's hot as fuck down there, as you guys can well relate to. But yeah, I would go a Sprite or a 7-Up over a Coke, so I would give it a go. Yeah.
Visionary, your thoughts on Sprite Lemonade?
Never heard of it. Probably won't try it. Not a huge fan of Sprite.
Well, tell us how you feel.
Except for Sprite water.
Oh yeah,
Jerk.
there's this period of time where Visionary was trying to quit drinking soda, and he had water bottle, right? And somebody who will remain unnamed put a little bit of Sprite in it, and he's like, "Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks since I had a soda." And so I said, "Oh, really?" And then I put a little. And when he went to look,
It had been 6 months since I had soda, and you ruined it.
6 months, man.
yeah, I did. I basically doused him with Sprite. Oh my god!
And then he made a meme about it.
Yeah.
Guy.
If you remember the Bad Luck Brian meme, it's all takes a drink of water and it says has Sprite in it.
Bad luck, Brian.
I don't know if you remember that meme.
Oh no, but it's a good. I like that saying. Bad luck, Brian.
It's that kid. It's like a ginger kid. He's got braces and he's just smiling like in a school picture. And it always says something on there, and then it says something like bad. I don't know.
Yeah, it was terrible. I was cutting out a lot of sugar and shit like that, and I hadn't had Sprite or any kind of soda in 6 months. And I made the mistake of coming around this idiot and telling him that. And so when I went to the bathroom, I come back and my water tasted funny.
You made him relapse, Paco, didn't you? You made him relapse.
No, he didn't relapse.
What are you, Ari Shafir dosing people's drinks?
Yeah, dude.
The only soda I drink anymore is probably like ginger ale and root beer. That's it.
Oh,
I like
wow.
ginger beer. I like ginger beer. Yeah, I drink that still. That's about the only carbonated drink I will drink nowadays is ginger beer. It's called Bundaberg ginger beer. I don't know if you would get it there. It's an Australian company. Beautiful, beautiful, refreshing. Mwah.
Wow. I like Coke.
You called me a Bundaberg?
What?
Yeah, he did.
No, Bundaberg. It's a place in Australia. Yeah.
I like cock and bull ginger beer.
You like what?
Well, just tell us how you feel.
It's called bull.
Guess
Okay.
he likes the.
Here on the Paco's Power Hour, we are open to all
Paco's
references
Power
and
Hour.
tastes.
Paco, you're telling me you've never seen it. It literally says
Cock and balls.
cock and bull ginger beer, and it has a picture of a rooster and a picture of a bull on the label.
And the show has reached a new low.
No. Yeah, I've seen it, but what is it? I don't know what it is. Is it soda?
Yeah, it's like soda, ginger soda. It's like Canada Dry or Burners or whatever, Pepsi makes.
Oh yeah, see, I'm not into that. All right, I'm not into Pepsi products.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
Or Coca-Cola or whatever.
No, you already messed up.
Is there anyone left in the chat?
Yeah, no, everybody left.
I think everyone's left. So what are we up to, Paco?
I don't know. I think that's it. We've been going for an hour 45.
Oh,
How should we finish it off?
Well, shout outs. We'll give shout out segments. Visionary, go ahead and shout out. Give your shout outs.
Shout out to Paco for putting me on the spot in a surprise guest appearance. Shout out to Gene for being a huge supporter and just an awesome guy with his movie recommendations on horror flicks. Shout out to Ronnie, and shout out to Selena, and shout out to nobody that showed up and listened because they're all whack.
Gene?
No, shout out to, shout out to Paco's Power Hour. Shout out to, about that. Shout out to, is it Audio Visions, Viz? Is that the name of your hip hop outfit?
That's the group, Audio Vision.
There you go. And yes, basically, and just, shout out to independent podcasting, independent hip hop. Yes, just, just people like doing it for the fun of it and the fuck of it because we love the respective art forms, If anyone wants to pay us, awesome, I'll read dick pills and mattress copyright, absolutely. But that said, this is fun as fuck. Always love doing it. Shout out to you, Paco, for, making this happen.
Yeah. You know what? I got a shout out to I'm hearing that. You guys don't hear that echo, dude?
Yeah. I've just come to terms. I'm at peace with it now.
This is the last time we have Visionary on.
All right.
I'm gonna hang up on you, man. I'll see you guys later, Visionary.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Peace, Fizz.
Yeah, hang up, dude.
I don't know how to.
God, okay, There you go.
All right, okay.
Shout out to Coca-Cola, Pepsi's not cool with us over here at Paco's Power. Shout out to Carl from Who Are These Podcasts. He always plays my voicemails. Shout out to Gene. Shout out to Australia. Shout out to Austria. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to Pablo, Professor Pablo from Broad Street Breakdown for coming on the last episode. That was an absolute pleasure, sir. Honor and a pleasure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You killed it. Yeah.
Right. Pablo just fit right in, man.
It was good, wasn't it? Yeah. I was a little starstruck at first. It was like, holy shit, there he is. It's the professor.
I know. I was too, and I was like, no.
Yeah. Pablo, Paco, Marco, Flaco.
Yeah, and you just refused to get the names right. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was absurd. It was absolutely fucking absurd.
It's weird because we know Pablo a lot better and he doesn't even know us at all. We know Pablo because of the show, but then he does. That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, I've sent him about 5 IG, comments and messages in 9 years.
Yeah.
So shout out Pablo. That was great. Love to have you back. Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. We'll address the chat. Recommend the movie Dara from Justin Novak.
What the living fuck?
Let me see here. And shout out to Paco Lotte and his homie. Oh, and also the frog is loose. Chito Dranas is out. Oh yeah, Chito's back. Chito Dranas. Shout out to Chito. He's a dope rapper. We got to review Chito Dranas album. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we get Big Bad Eastside on here and review it with us.
Yeah.
East
He
Side.
knows his hip hop. Yeah, he
He
knows his
loves
hip hop.
Cheeto. Yeah, it's it. Cheeto's dope. I love Cheeto too. Let me see
I'm,
here.
yeah, I'm just looking at their film now. He's talking about. Keep going, keep going.
Oh yeah. Shout out to my son, Baby Nay. Shout out to Eastside. He's always been fan of the show. He's always been supportive. He's always yelling at me because I don't put out episodes as much as I should. And you know what? It's so easy to just come on at 6 o'clock in the morning and just go.
Okay.
It's one of those easy things, you know.
Joe or East Side, if I may. Yeah,
Yeah.
that film Dara of Yasser Novak. It's a heavy-looking film, dude. It's
What?
based on the testimonies of survivors. It deals with war crimes and atrocities that took place at Yasser Novak concentration camp.
Oh wow! Hold on, let me write this
So
down too now.
yeah, if I'm feeling the mood for an intense watch, I will give that a look. It looks interesting. Whew.
Dara.
So you
Dara.
like Jedi mind? Okay. Yeah.
Dara.
All
The
right.
only thing
I
that's
see you.
coming up is Dara the Explorer.
You've got to go Dara of Yes.
Oh, Dara.
JAS.
Oh, I see it there.
Yasanovic, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, it's a war drama.
Yeah. It looks not a fun time, but
Yeah.
I'm sure a worthy watch.
I mean, just the poster alone makes me want to cry.
All right. So
Yeah.
freestyle.
Freestyle. You want to freestyle? I
Let's bring it to 2 hours. We're at 1:51 now. Yeah. Let's do 2 hours.
Might as well. Paco's power 2 hour.
Parker's Power Hour squared.
Okay. Yeah, that works too. Squared. You bring a lot of interesting ideas. The way you speak is just so foreign to me. In America, we're so much lazier with our language.
Australia is terrible as well.
Yeah.
I'm not the normal Australian. No, when it comes to speaking and such.
Wow.
It usually sounds like this, mate. Yeah, if you're a sucker to Sev, mate, go down to Sevo, get you a pack of suckers. And then,
wow, see, I had no idea what you just said.
Exactly.
A pack of knackers? Knackers is what? Isn't that
pack of six, mate? No, darbs. You got any darbs on you, mate? Yeah,
Dabs? Darts.
Darbs, mate. Darbs. Can I bum a puff off your darb?
I don't know. I call them cigarettes or brajos. Around smoke.
Clockwork Orange is a crazy film there, Selena. Classic. Yeah. Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I tried to watch it and I just didn't understand it. And then I was just like, I kind of just left it. But that was years and years ago.
Infamous film, banned for many, many years throughout many countries in the world. Because there's, it's not a blatant portrayal of it, but there is a portrayal, a strong impression of a rape scene from it was in the 1960s. Yeah. And there's a lot of other physical violence in it. And England at that time was like, no, we're not having this. And so it was banned for many years. Yeah.
Wow. I'm not okay. I am not okay with the rape scene. I watch
There are a lot. Yeah.
I watch it though.
It's context. It's all context.
Right. Yeah.
Basically, that's all I'll say about that. Yeah. But yeah, no, good film. Good film.
What's your favorite East Coast film?
My favorite East Coast film.
Have you seen Oh, speaking of films, have you seen Menace to Society? Have you ever seen that?
I saw it years and years ago. I'm talking through nearly 3 flipping decades ago now. Yeah.
Oh
I
wow.
remember liking it. I liked it more than Boys in the Hood by a
Oh yeah.
long shot. By a
Much
long
more
shot.
real.
It was far more gritty. It was far more dangerous,
Yeah.
definitely. I would be keen to actually rewatch that if you wanted to review Menace to Society.
Let's
Yeah.
do it, man.
Let's do it on the next episode. Can I make that call?
Yeah, I'll watch it right or not tonight. I gotta go to sleep soon.
Not tonight. No,
Yeah.
not tonight.
Or not
But on the next episode. Yeah.
right.
Ronnie, Menace to Society for next weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, or
For Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Yeah.
Sunday morning or whenever you guys watch it, we could just do it.
Sure. But yeah,
Thursday.
let's do Menace. Let's do Menace to Society.
Yeah.
I could do Thursday. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, see, same time. Same
Yeah, okay.
same bat channel.
Okay, we'll put it on the chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Menace to Society.
So there you go, Selena. I think you're the only one watching now. Next episode, Menace to Society, the breakdown.
Oh yeah.
Watch it beforehand, chat along.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. That would be great, man. We just gotta keep doing it more often. And it's like,
do.
yeah, sometimes we just don't. If I think about it too much, I'll be like, man, I don't know if I want to do this. But then
let's just do it. Let's just keep doing it. Like we had 4 people in chat. That's the most people we've ever had in chat tonight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. And I called you while I was driving home from work, just to like solidify that I was going to do it. I got here, I changed my shirt, and I said, boom.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, so Thursday, let's do it, definitely. And we've got about 60 views on the Pablo episode.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that's, don't want to blow up the spot, but that's the most we've had. Yeah.
Pablo is, we got the Pablo bump.
The Pablo bump, definitely. And then, get Sutton on.
Oh, yeah. We'll have Ralph Sutton on soon, hopefully, And
you get your guys, your podcast pals, which you leave the voice messages on and such. And
Oh, yeah. Carl, he's still yet to respond. But he plays. Oh, you know what? I should just leave him a voicemail. He plays all my voicemail. So
ask him on via the voicemail.
Yeah. I just say my phone number on the voicemail, and he'll play it, and he'll get it. Oh man! Wow.
Who else can be? I guess.
Oh, another chat.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. I guess I can tune in more often. I think that's sarcasm, because you see that little emoji. What do I think about that? I don't know.
Hey, you get your baby mama. I'll get my girlfriend Olivia. Shout out Olivia to tune in. We'll get a little fan club going.
Yeah. Whoa.
Get better soon, Olivia. Get better soon. See you soon.
Gene makes it better. Wow. You know what? I do agree though. If I was by myself, it would be whack. He does that a lot.
Thank you, Selena. I like podcasting with Paco, and I think we're getting more of a rhythm together as well, man.
Oh, it's much better.
More of an organic, easy flow as well.
It's gotten much better since Fun Crusher Plus review the first time. It's the first time we podcast.
I think that was the first podcast I ever did, man.
Yeah. Wow.
Or maybe I did 1 or 2 on the phone to Joel for Dark Marks, and that was literally speaking into a phone.
Kind of like Ronny was doing, yeah.
Yeah. And then the first video one was with yourself, for that one, yeah.
Yeah.
And when was that? That was like 2017?
No, it was because I started in 2017. I think I got Jay on in like 20.
It was pre-pandemic. It was
like 2018.
Yeah, 2018. Okay, so that's 5 years.
Yeah.
All right, we need to speed things up. We just need to keep doing this.
No progress. We've got no progress.
We've got 5 years until we become Joe Rogan big.
Right.
Not that I want to be Joe Rogan. Fuck Joe Rogan, but get that big.
Yeah.
Legion of Skanks big. There we go. Legion of Skanks.
Yeah. See, that's good. A few 100,000 followers, right?
Yeah.
That's all we need, and we could do Pac Fest instead of Skate Fest. Oh man, that sounds like we're spreading chicken pox or something. I don't. Maybe we shouldn't. You ever had chicken pox, Gene?
Have I had what?
Chicken pox.
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh,
they're not
it's
here.
not a
They're
thing
not here.
over there.
We've got to do a snack episode. We've got to send the snacks. Do the snack swap. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Snack swap.
Address the chat. Address the chat, please.
Because I can't stand you. Well, have a seat, lady.
Tune in more, Selena. Tune in more, Selena. Your comments are great. Your comments are great.
You know, first it starts with the snack swap. Eventually, it's going to be a country swap. We're going to switch countries. I'm going to live in Australia. You're going to live over here.
That would be amazing. If I'm in Arizona and you're in Brisbane.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Brisbane.
Hey, and who knows? One day I'll fly over. I'll come sit in your room with you.
What if I go over there too, man? It'd be much. I want to go to Australia. I got my passport. You know.
Mm-hmm. I live in a one-bedroom place. There's a floor. I've got a beanbag. Top and tail in the bed.
You know, I'm sorry. Here at Paco's Power Hour, we have very limited funds, so we can only send Paco. Oh man, my shoulder. You know, I've been working. Oh, we hit 2 hours and 1 minute, man.
We've hit 2 hours and 1 minute. Okay, let's sign us off.
I gotta put something in my stomach. That means eat something, and then maybe shower and take a nap, and then go to work.
All right, yeah. Keep an eye out for Evil Popcorn, the podcast. My horror movie review podcast is coming. I'm organizing artwork at the moment, and going to start off with the original Child's Play.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, that's my only plug for myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
man. I'll see you later. Paco's Power Hour is out. We're out of here. Peace.